dear students, how are you? Dear students, you are most welcome in this next video. This is the video series of chapter number 5, Principle of Inheritance and Variation. In this video, we will discuss about the linkage. Also, we will discuss here that what are the types, how it is occur, and what is crossing over. We will discuss all the concepts. So, let's discuss the linkage.
In this video, we are going to discuss about the linkage. What is linkage? Linkage is the phenomena of gene behavior in which more than one gene are situated at a chromosome not separated during random crossing over. What does it mean? Dear students, when the two genes are situated on a single chromosome, means these are the two genes and are situated on a single chromosome and they are very closer to each other. So during random crossing over, the chances of separation of these two genes are very less. That is why these genes are called linked gene, and this phenomena is known as what? Linkage. Okay, so this is linkage. So dear students, what is the crossing over and how does it occur? Let's discuss homologous chromosome. Dear students, you know in human cell 46 chromosomes are here and human is the diploid organism. Okay, and 46 chromosome are remains in a cell or in a nucleus of cell in two set. First is of 23 and second is of 23. So these are two set. So suppose first number of chromosome of each set. So this is the one chromosome of this set and another chromosome of this set. Okay, so these are the two chromosomes remains in pair. They are similar in size, similar in structure, similar in genetic composition. That is why these are known as homologous chromosome. Homologous, as you know in 10th class you have studied, homo means similar and logos means what? Origin. So these are the similar in origin. That is why these chromosomes are known as homologous chromosome. Okay, and these homologous chromosome, they participate in crossing over. So what is the crossing over? Suppose dear friends, you are looking, this is the one chromosome. I am making like this. This is the centromere of chromosome and another chromosome of homologous pair. This is this. Okay, so this is gene A and this is gene B. In normal crossing over, this is gene C and this is gene D. Okay, in normal crossing over, what happens here, dear friends? Suppose they form the chiasmata. Okay, like this. So this is like this. When these chromosomes form the chiasmata, you are looking here. Suppose this is the one chromosome and it is in the form of tetravalent. Okay, so suppose another chromosome which is in the tetravalent form, it make the cross with this chromosome. Okay, suppose these chromosome, the first chromosome it is here and gene is C here and D here. Okay, and this chromosome it has the A here, you are looking, this is A and this is what? B. Okay, now what happens, dear students, here? Suppose when they gets broken and exchange to each other, then what happens? It happens like this. I am telling you. Suppose this is one chromosome, so it receives the exchange part of another chromosome here like this. Okay, so here this exchange happens. This is gene A, means here it exchange. This is gene D, here this is gene C and this is gene B. Got it? So these genes are present on the chromosome. These are situated far apart to each other. That is why the chances of breaking and chances of separation is more. But in the case of linkage, what happens, dear students? Suppose this is the chromosome and it has gene A, and very nearby gene, this is gene B. In another chromosome, it is has C, and this is has D. Okay, now in the crossing over, what happens? Let's discuss. Suppose at the time of crossing over, they will make the chiasma. Suppose here this is the chiasma. So here you are looking, this is gene C, this is gene D. Here you are looking, this is gene A, and this is B. So when they will gets broken here you are looking, the chromosome will break from here at the place of this cross. Okay, so these genes you are looking here, these D, C and AB, these will not separate because the breaking occurs at the place of crossing. Okay, so that is why they are not separated. So we can say these genes are linked gene, and the phenomena is known as linkage. Now let's discuss what is the types of linkage. Here linkage has two types, complete and incomplete linkage. What is complete linkage? Let's discuss. Dear students, complete linkage, what is it? Let's discuss here. You know, it is the linkage of grouping of genes on a chromosome which is not altered and is inherited as such from generation to generation without any crossover. Complete linkage is rare but has been reported in certain cases like male Drosophila. So dear students, here the genes, they are not separated, and the linkage which is complete one means this is seen in male Drosophila. How it is occur? So let's understand with the help of example. What is it? This is the example of the complete linkage. Here you are looking a pure breeding red-eyed. Listen, this is the dihybrid cross, because red-eyed, this is one trait, and normal wing, this is second trait. So we are taking two trait of the single individual. That is why this is dihybrid cross. So here a pure breeding red-eyed and normal wing female Drosophila. The genetic composition or allelic representation is capital P, capital B, capital P, capital B. Why it is written as in oblique? Dear students, you know, suppose if we will write like this, P, B, P, B. So what does it mean? It means that this is PB, PB. It means, or we have taken one oblique. So what does it mean? It means the gene P is completely linked with gene V. It cannot be separated now. So here we have written like this, P, B, P, B. Okay. Otherwise, in normal condition, it is written like this, capital P, capital P, capital B, capital B. Just like yellow round, capital Y, capital Y, capital R, capital R. Okay. So this is like this. So here this is the linkage, and the genes which are situated and responsible for the trait, these are totally linked. That is why we have written here capital B, oblique capital B, capital B. Okay, is crossed with pure breeding purple-eyed. Here one trait we have taken in female one red-eyed and normal winged, but in male purple-eyed and vestigial wing. Okay, so this is the male, and this is recessive because the female one we have discussed above. This one, this is dominant. So here we have written small p, small b, small p, small b. Okay, F1 generation is red-eyed and normal winged showing. So what does it mean? Because according to the law of dominance, the dominant one represents its character in F1 generation. So in F1 generation, it is represented that normal wing with red-eyed. Okay, both the traits are dominant. But F1 hybrid male, so dear students, point out it, this is very important point here. F1 hybrid male, okay, I am circling it, are test cross with purple-eyed and vestigial wing female. So F1 hybrid male is crossing with female recessive parent. Okay. Test cross. What is test cross? We have discussed in the video, in earlier videos. So test cross is the cross in which the F1 member is crossed with female or male recessive parent. Means recessive parent when crossed with its the F1 member, then this cross is known as test cross. The offspring were only of two type, red-eyed and normal being, and purple-eyed vestigial being. Means after test cross we are getting only two type of member, and both the type of member are parental type. Means no hybrid is formed and no recombinant is formed. So that is why the ratio is 1:1, because one parent means one type of parent, the pure breeding red-eyed normal being, and another one purple-eyed vestigial being. So here the crossover indicating that the linkage in male Drosophila was complete linkage. Got it? So now let's discuss it with the help of a chart. Here you are looking, this is the chart I have taken. So this is the chart. It is showing that this is the female parent, red-eyed normal being, this is homozygous dominant, and this is male parent, this is purple-eyed vestigial being, this is homozygous recessive. In F1 generation, the dominant character is appeared. This is red-eyed normal being, this is the hybrid. So we are now taking the test cross. Here this is F1, this is crossing with the female recessive. Here this is male, you are looking the symbol, and it is crossing with female recessive parent. So this is the female recessive parent. Now the result of test cross, in offspring two type of offsprings are formed, red-eyed normal being and purple-eyed vestigial being. So here the ratio is 1:1. Okay. So this is different from the normal test cross ratio according to law of independent assortment given by Mendel. Okay. So now let's discuss about the incomplete linkage. I think you got this concept of complete linkage. Now let's discuss about the incomplete linkage. What is it? Here, dear students, you are looking, this is the incomplete linkage. So what is it? It is the phenomena of an occasional crossing over between two chromosomes so that one or more allele present in a linkage group are replaced by other alleles. It produces both parental and recombinant individual. Means in complete linkage, means we have discussed complete one. So in complete linkage we have discussed no recombinant type is found, but here recombinants are formed. So here it produces both parental type and recombinant type individual. The percentage of each parental type 25%, means each parental type at least 25% individual of each parental type, means 25% of male and 25% of female one. So here, while that of each recombinant type is less than 25%. So here each recombinant type is 25%. This is the minimum percentage. Parental type are more than 50%. So the parental types are more than 50% of population, while recombinant type are less than 50%. So this shows the incomplete linkage. Now let's discuss with an example. So here you are looking, this is the example I have taken. This is stating that homozygous pure breeding red-eyed normal being. Here I have taken, this is what? This is female one. You are looking here, this is female. Okay. And here cross with homozygous breeding male. Okay. Just like earlier one. So here parents are same, but in test cross this is little bit different. Okay. What is it? Let's discuss. Here you are looking, this is Drosophila male and female. Female with red-eyed normal being and male with purple-eyed vestigial being. So they crossed in F1 generation. The female type of, means the F1 hybrid dominant character is showing, that is the red-eyed normal being. So a female hybrid. So this is the point to be noted. Here female hybrid is crossed with double recessive purple-eyed vestigial male, means here this is change, because in earlier one we have taken F1 is as male and parent, recessive parent is as female, but now here F1 member is as female and the recessive parent is as male. Okay, so this is the point. Now what is the result of this one? The parental types are formed 90.7% offspring, these are parental type, and 9.3% are recombinant type. So the ratio comes to be 9:1:1:1:8. So this is the ratio of test cross in incomplete linkage, but in complete linkage we got 1:1. so it should be 1:1:1:1, which is in the case of independent assortment, and 1:1 in the case of complete linkage, but it is different from both. Okay, now let's discuss with the help of this chart. So this chart is stating that what, dear students, you are looking here. So cross showing that parents are same as earlier and the F1 hybrid is formed as usual. Now this is changed. The F1 is as female and the parent is as male. Okay, now 9 members of the result of test cross: red-eyed normal being, 1 is as red-eyed vestigial being, purple-eyed normal being 1, and 8 are what? Here 8 are purple-eyed vestigial being. Okay, so these are the results of here test cross we have taken. So this is the example. I think you are understanding. Now let's discuss more about the crossing over, showing low and high recombination. So crossing over or the cross, this is given in your NCERT book. This showing that high and low recombination. So at which cross low recombination is appearing and at which class, means which cross the high recombination is found. So here two probabilities are here. So what are these two probabilities? Dear students, you are looking here across A and across B. So these are two cross, and you are looking the parental type, means this is the dominant one. So at the time of in F1 generation we are getting hybrid, this one crossing with the male one. So what in this cross we have to understand, dear students, what we have to understand the number or the percentage of recombinant and parental type. So in this one, the parental type, you are looking here, the parental types are forming more and more. So here 98.7% are parental type and recombinant type are about 1.3%. So dear students, why the parental types are forming more? Because these genes are situated very closer to each other and they are not separating during random crossing over. So that is why the parental type formation is more. Okay, because the chances of separation is very less of the gene. Now these are the linked gene, but in this cross you are looking here, these genes, these are situated little bit far apart. So here the parental type formation is decreased from that one. Okay, so 98.7% here, but 62.8% here, but in both the cases more than 50%. Here, dear students, you are looking, this is the recombinant type, and recombinant type are forming about 37.2%. So the farther genes are situated on a chromosome, the chances of formation of recombinant type is more and more. So this is the concept of linkage, dear students. I think you are getting this one. So this is over now. So thank you for watching this video, dear students. Still, if you did not subscribe my YouTube channel, please subscribe it. Thank you very much.